Good morning, students. It's a pleasure to have you back in our history class. Children, the revolt of 1857 did not last longer, but it did end the rule of the East India Company in India. Let us study the important consequences of this revolt in today's module. The uprising of 1857 had brought many changes in the policies of the British. Most importantly, it put an end to the East India Company's rule as there was dissatisfaction among the Indian people against the company's rule. By the Government of India Act of 1858, the company was formally dissolved and the administration of India came into the hands of the British Crown. The Governor General got the post of the Viceroy of India. Children, Viceroy acts as a representative of the country who rules and looks after the affairs on behalf of his country. Lord Canning was the last Governor General and the first Viceroy of India. Even a new post called Secretary of State was created in the British government to look after the affairs of India. Queen Victoria of England issued a declaration addressing the people of India. She declared that the people of India were her subjects and that no discrimination would be made on the basis of race, religion, caste, place of birth, and the government services would be given on the basis of merit to the Indian people. There would be no interference in religious affairs of India. It was also clearly stated that the British Crown would honour all treaties and agreements made by the company with the rulers of the princely states, and no princely state would be annexed by the British henceforth. The British did not want Indian soldiers to come together and rebel again, so they divided the army on the basis of caste. The number of British soldiers was also increased in the army, and they were placed at strategic locations and given the charge of taking care of artillery, that is, war tanks and cannons. The British accepted the policy of non-interference in social and religious aspects of the Indians. Care was taken so that the Indians should not unite and rebel again. This saw to it that there would be constant conflicts among the Indians on the grounds of caste, religion, race, territory, etc. The British adopted the policy of polluting the minds of Indians by following the divide and rule policy. Let us watch all these consequences in a video.
Now we will see the impacts of the revolt. Policy change. The Queen's proclamation of November 1858 announced the policy of the British government to be followed from now on in India. It announced that the policy of territorial extension was to be abandoned. The native rulers were assured of the safety of their territory, rights, and honor if they cooperated with British. The right of a ruler to adopt a child in the absence of natural heir was accepted. The government regarded the native rulers as the bulwark against the masses and henceforth followed a policy of protecting this reactionary segment of the Indian society. A policy of divide and rule was actively pursued to keep the Hindus and Muslims divided. Administrative changes. On January 1, 1877, Queen Victoria was proclaimed as the Queen Empress of India, and the administration of India was transferred from the East India Company to the British Crown. India was to be administered by the Secretary of State and his 15-member council through the Viceroy. The Governor General became the Viceroy and the representative of the Crown of India. Reorganization of the Army. The army was reorganized to strengthen British control over the country and avert any further rebellions in future. The number of British soldiers was increased and all the higher posts and key positions were filled up by the British. Communal and racial bitterness. The revolt of 1857 created a big gap between the different religious communities in India, especially the Hindus and the Muslims, as each blamed the other for its failure. The Indians, however, developed a deep racial bitterness towards the English and opposed the inferior status granted to them. Okay, friends, with
The freedom struggle of 1857 united the people of India against the British and became an inspiration of Indian freedom movement. With this, we have come to the end of the lesson. Now read the textbook page number 19 and 20 and complete the notes of this lesson given in the PDF file neatly in your notebook. Thank you.